Okay, now we're going to move into the next node, which is the delegation node. All right, so I've now gotten the different sections that the senior researcher has planned out. So I have a bunch of sections here. And now I'm going to split it out so that it starts delegating the work. All right, so I'm going to go here and do split. And in here, I'm going to drag the section. So the sections represent the information that each agent or each research analyst will need to execute on. So I've now created a set of prompts, each representing what agents will do. Okay, now I'm going to create the research analyst node. So this is going to be the team of research analysts, right? So I'll go and create my OpenAI node, and inside here it's going to be a message model node, and I'm going to choose from this list. I'm going to be using a faster but less capable model, but it's cheaper. So this is a GPT 3.5 Turbo. So for this node, you don't need as much logic power as the first planner node. So this a model will do. It's cheaper and it's faster. So that's a good thing. So I will just copy the prompt and go through that prompt here. So in this prompt, we're saying, we are a senior, or you are a research analyst in the finance industry who works with a senior research analyst to produce an insightful report. So this is kind of linkage back to the senior researcher plan. And just provide context, the task is to write one section of the report from this company. So here is the company. And then what we're going to do is, give it more context. This is the title. This is the subtitle. Now, this is kind of the key part here. Use the prompt the senior research analyst created and write a section titled this using this prompt as the starting point. Okay, so in the node that delegated, so that's the split node, for each of the elements in that split node, there's going to be a call into this node. So this node actually will be called 5 times due to the different number of elements in the array, and each of the times it will call into this node with a different prompt and different title for that section. Okay, so this is where some of the essentially this is a loop, but it's represented in a very elegant way by NA10. So then here's some guidelines. So all information is sourced from the tool. So we're going to add tool support here as well. And then, just return the plain text. So there's no JSON needed. Use Markdown for formatting. And now this is the other part that is interesting. So this provides some context, right? So basically, it gives it the title of the previous section or the previous agent's context, as well as the prompt from the previous agent context, right? So this helps in terms of making the report flow better, right? So this is kind of a cool way to do that, right? So it's providing additional context, and then considering the previous and following section, write the text for the section, and giving it instructions to be more coherent with the previous and following sections. Okay, so this is a pretty neat prompt, and it helps to tie things together when agents are working in this way. All right, I'll just go ahead and copy this node here, just so that this team of agents here has access to SEC tools, and then I'll just go ahead and run it. All right, so now each of the agents, or each of the researchers here, are taking the prompt that they got from the senior researcher and executing it and creating their section of the report. So each of them is going into the custom tool, which is calling into the Q&A. So you can see it executing here the various questions that are being asked here, right? So dive into the details. So this is the various prompts, and it's getting the input from here, right? And then it's putting all the information together. So you can see it executing here. Right, so the output of that is a set of sections that are pulled together from the various assistants. All right, so just a quick recap. So what we've done so far is we have now have the senior analysts plan the work, then each of the sections that it's created prompts for individual analysts, we split them out. So I'll just rename this split here as a delegate node, delegate work. And then here, each of the research agents here will perform research. All right, so it's going to split out into all different sections, performing the research, and then now the next node